Hello, welcome to Wally Bar, and I just want to show you my DeWalt radial armour saw and a couple little pointers you need to look out for if you've got one of these machines, and just basic maintenance. Because what you'll find is after a period of time of using this machine, if you use it as much as I do, you'll find that the actual carriage could become sticky or feel sort of lumpy, like it's been driven over stones or something. This particular machine's got a running back on it, which is basically a recoil system. So it's a wire with a little recoil that pulls it backwards and forwards to show you on the back here. Which did, well, it broke me recently, I fixed it and that's fine now. But you have to be careful that these machines don't end up getting all clogged up with rubbish. Because then it's like it's Anyway, I'm going to show you how I sort mine out, clean it up and lubricate it. Sounds like an idea. First of all, you want to remove your front cover, and it'll either be a 5 or 6mm Allen bolt. I'm not 100% sure which one it was, but I think it was 5, but we'll see. So you've got to remove that front cover and put it to one side where you won't lose your bolts or your nuts, and you don't want to lose your nuts, do you? Now we're getting access now. We need that access so we can lube our tool. Well, first you've got to clean your tool, then you've got to lube your tool. So what you do is you use my old baby wipes, work quite well because they have alcohol in them, and it helps to soften the grease and grime and any built up residue. It can be even resin from the wood itself. But here we have some heavy duty kind of PTF spray, which we're going to use to help soften and remove any residual wood and dirt and filings, because you've got metal on metal, remember? You've got to be careful of that grind. And it takes it away, it removes it, it helps clean those runners. They need to be clean. Even if they're dry, got no oil whatsoever, they need to be clean. Now you can use the locking screw on the side to help position the carriage, so helps with the access to the rollers. Now it's a good idea as you go along is to clean those tracks as you use the machine. Not while you're cutting the wood obviously, but you know, when you finish cutting, just run a rag along just to make sure there's no build-up of dirt. Because what happens is those rollers squeeze that dirt onto the track and effectively stick it to it, and it builds up and it builds up, and effectively what you end up with is lumps and bumps. See here, look at those rollers. On the top, you can see all that dust and dirt, and on the side the rollers are relatively clean, but there is a build up as you can see, and that goo and grime creates the lumps which you have to ride over. Oh dear, lumps. So I'm using the airline first to get rid of anything that's relatively loose. That certainly helps. But you will need to use some form of cleaner, which could be just WD-40 or some kind of some kind of lubricant as your cleaner, and that will really help free up the rollers, but also get rid of all that dirt and build up a resin and what have you. Now these rollers are adjustable, I believe, but I haven't had to adjust them yet. They're in a fairly good condition, to be fair. The machine has not been used that much in its lifetime. Well, I've used it a lot, but before that I don't think it's hardly been used at all. Now you can see the rollers there, you can see the concept of basically those rollers running those tracks like rails, like a train on a railway track, and it guides the machine along its track, and it makes sure it's nice and straight. But any of those lumps and bumps will cause you potential problems regarding a smooth cut. We need to be able to have a tool that's, you know, a pleasurable tool, don't we, after all? Now once you've got rid of all that grime, it's a bit awkward on the front here, to be fair, because one of those rollers is quite hard to gain access to, the one that's in the middle, the one on the right hand side. So it's a bit of a I had a bit of a finagle to get to it. So you can actually, once you remove that front cover, like we did earlier, you can actually remove that whole carriage from the track. Now, that's fine, providing you've got somewhere to put it. Oh, I almost dropped it then. If you are going to remove it completely and clean it that way, well then, quite frankly, you need to make sure you come to sit it on where you're not going to be pulling against the cable. I've now replaced the front cover, and now it's ready to go. Anyway, that's how I prevent the judder on the track of my radial armour saw, and this is the DW125 radial armour saw. Great little machine, it's quite old now, but it does a good job and I like it. So now it is smooth, like a baby's bottom, and it's retracting all the way back into its little housing, to its dust extraction port. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you're most kind, give us a like and subscribe, and maybe that little bell icon, because then you'll get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket, and that'll be me upload another video. And I know you'll be excited about that.